Over $30,000 made in trading gold. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I saw gold and made me take it straight. So here on gold was on the 25th, and I saw this opportunity, this good opportunity on the 25th of August, and I took it straight. That amounted into profitability in giving me $30,000 plus. So I'm going to be showing you in the breakdown of this video everything that I saw that made me take it straight, and how you can actually see them happen as patterns always on the chart, and how you can make money like this on the forex market. Actually bullish. This is the initial trend of the market. This also has been break of structures. Sorry. Okay, so we can actually say price actually bullish. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to understand the current trend of the market, the current stage of the market. Like you know, the price does something like this. Price has four stages in which it moves. The first one is an accumulation phase, breaks through to an advancing stage, but giving us higher highs and higher lows. Then is distribution phase, and then a declining stage. Now where it's giving us lower high and lower low. Now in this current stage, price has broken structure here, and this was the last high, this was the last low. Price has not come below this, neither has it gone above this. So we can say at this stage, price actually in the range, which is called a distribution phase. We're expecting price to break down here and come back to this last order block before moving up higher, or it can move higher, but our initial POI is this other block here, but we cannot wait for it forever. What we can do is look for short-term buys in the lower time frame. So we go down to 4 hours and then to 1 hour. Now 1 hour is where I'm going to be showing you what I did here. Let's highlight this so we can get a clear picture. Okay, I'm going to be showing what I did here in the 4 hours. But before we go down to 15 minutes, I'd like to say something. If you are a trader that do analysis on daily time frame, you can go down to 1 hour to see a clearer picture. If you're doing analysis on 4 hours, you can go down to 30 minutes to see a clearer picture. Or you're doing analysis on 1 hour, you can go down to 15 minutes and do your analysis. Now these are the three time frame that I like to do my analysis from, which gives me a clearer picture. So let's go down to 15 minutes, and this is what we have here. Let me just bring this down so we get a clearer picture of what price did. Okay, this is the last order block, and this is the last order block. So what are we going to be doing now is to get a trend line to understand where our liquidity is resting. It is a liquidity that will tell us what to do next. So we have this here. Good. Now we know money is resting here. Money is resting here. So what we're going to be doing now is understand this was a change of character. Price pulled back down, but it did not come to this last order block here. So what we're going to be doing is wait for it. And what happened next? We saw another break of structure here. Price then came back to it. But there's something that I watched in the video about a guy that said something about his trading. He said one of the questions he asks himself when taking a trade is, did he see an entry trigger? I think I adopted that pattern, and I think it's working so far. When I saw this, I was supposed to enter here, but this is not an entry trigger, so I waited. Price then break this, and it came back down here, and I entered here. Now I can see an entry trigger as a morning star here. Then my stop loss was below this. Okay, my stop loss was below this. And what happened? Price came and smashed my take profit. Where's my take profit? Here. Now a lot of folks place their trade and their targets are not being what? Executed, are not being hit or smashed, because they are actually not knowing where to place that trade. Now I would like to recommend, whenever you see an order block like this and you see the last one here, there are two places you can place your take profit which are likely going to be hit. if you're selling this place and if you're buying this first order block, not above it. It depends. If you're not seeing a fair value gap here, you can put it above it. It depends on the direction of the trend. And the next thing some folks are doing is actually looking for sales in a bullish market. Well, you had your take, a little bit take, and then you were taking off. Now, someone else might be seeing something here as sell opportunities. The market is actually about the buyer and actually a seller too at the same floor. This is actually a sell opportunity. Why? Let's look at it very well. It's a break of structure. And as you can see here, a change of character. Change of character. So price took out the money resting here. And it came to this last order block and gave us an entry trigger to take where we will take profit be here. So whichever way, you're not wrong. You're actually buying or you're actually selling. Whichever way. I wanted to sell from here, but I remember one of my concepts is not trading against the trend, it's trading with the trend. The trend is bullish, like we analyze from the higher time frame. So I like to look for opportunities here to buy. Now, one of the things I tell myself is, if I'm executing a trade, can I leave the market and go and do something else? If the answer is yes, then I trade. Because why? When I'm trading with the trend, I'm able to leave the chart and do something else. But if I'm against the trend, I always want to sit and watch. The truth is, if I'm to tell myself the truth, I'm not good at reversal trend trading. Not really being good. I like to stick with the trend because oftentimes I've noticed that professionals and even my trade setups that I backtested in 2021, 2022, I discovered that they are actually trend trading strategies that played out for me. So I like to stick with what has been working for me thus far. And so far, it has been helpful. So we are looking forward to price coming here in the future. I don't know how true this is, but this is going to be a short-term buy. If we go to 1 hour, it's a short-term buy because this is a break of structure. Here's a break of structure. This is another break of structure. Liquidity spot. This was the last leg. Price might be coming here to retrace. But nevertheless, what I want to do is stick with this one because this has a higher chance of playing out. Why? This was the last order block that smashed price up, and this was the last order block without a pullback. News effect, so it might be what? Coming back down here. Okay. So that's all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and also leave a comment in the section below. What do you think about this? Or you want me to drop in contents like this, sharing my profit, what I make in the market with you guys also.